Hello football lovers, especially Chelsea fans. Let me introduce myself. My name is Yubi Pawada. As usual, I will provide the latest and most updated news that I have summarized for you. But before that, I want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe, so you always get notifications every day. As usual, before we start, I would like to say thank you to those who have commented on my previous video. Thanks to Kingson Kennedy. There is also Faustina Sendara. Then there is Adamu Danjuma Amor. Then there is Tegopa Mungu Robin. Next there is Faustina Sendara. Then there is Ayong Sonem Manuelokwe. Then there is Fran Kamadi. Next there is Asampong Emmanuel. There is also Benjamin Asabil. Then there is Prince James. Then there is Jacob Homala. Next there is Daniel Obi. There is also Gilbert Courier. Then there is Okoro Henry. Then there is Abi Adaka. Next there is Zainab Nurani. There is also Kelvin Mwaura. Then there is Dominic Mwangeka. Then there is Josephus Yane. Next there is Jesse Barchu. Then there is Ibangaidem. Then there is Afiz Adeola. There is also Namdi Nibe. Next there is Johnny Woozy. And the last one is Mohamed Jallo. And all my friends can leave comments below this video so I can mention it in the next video. Thank you and enjoy watching. Today, we will discuss the current situation facing Chelsea ahead of the international break. Enzo Maresca's team is currently facing serious concerns due to injuries to several key players, which could have a major impact on the team's performance in upcoming matches. Let's take a look at the details. Chelsea just got a draw against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League, but behind the result, there is some less than pleasant news regarding the condition of several players. 1. Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke, a 22-year-old player, scored an important goal in the match. However, when the match ended, he was seen limping. Madueke is scheduled to join the England national team to face Greece and Finland in the Nations League. Manager Maresca is optimistic that Madueke's injury is not too serious, although he stated that further developments need to be waited for. Hopefully, Madueke can appear again when Chelsea face Liverpool on October 20th. 2. Levi Colwill. Apart from Madueke, Levi Colwill also had problems in the match against Nottingham Forest. He was withdrawn in the second half due to discomfort. Colwill is also due to join up with the England squad, and Maresca is hopeful the centre-back can recover in time to face Liverpool. Both are key players who are expected to be back in the team as soon as possible. 3. Carney Chukwuemeka. Carney Chukwuemeka, who has made just one appearance this season, is also unavailable due to illness. Although he was included in the squad for the game against Gent, he was not fit on the night of the game. It is hoped that Chukwuemeka will be back in action against Liverpool. 4. Reece James. Chelsea captain Reece James is still out of action this season with a hamstring injury that flared up during pre-season. He last played in May. James has given a positive update on social media, saying his condition is improving. While there is no certainty when he will return, Maresca stressed the importance of James making a full recovery before he returns to the pitch. 5. Omari Kellyman. Youngster Omari Kellyman, who was brought in from Aston Villa, is also out of action with a hamstring injury. Kellyman is expected to be out for another 2 months, with a return expected in November 2024. Player injuries are a serious challenge for Chelsea, especially with the increasingly congested match schedule. The match against Liverpool on October 20th is a crucial moment where the team needs full strength to compete in the Premier League. Maresca and the medical team must work extra hard to ensure key players recover in time. That's the latest update on the condition of Chelsea player injuries. Let's pray that all injured players can recover quickly and return to contributing to the team. Next up, we look at the potential transfer of one of the Premier League's most promising young stars, Cole Palmer, and Graeme Souness's prediction on his future at Real Madrid. Cole Palmer is a 22-year-old who caught the eye last season. After joining Chelsea from Manchester City for £40 million, Palmer has been in instant form. Last season, he was involved in more goals than any other player in the Premier League and won the Young Player of the Season award. This season, his form has continued to impress, with 6 goals and 5 assists in 7 games. In fact, he became the first player in Premier League history to score 4 first-half goals in a single game. It seems like every time he plays, he springs a surprise. Souness says he wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid made a £150 million bid for Palmer. He believes that if Palmer continues his consistent form, Madrid will push hard to secure his services. Saunas also highlighted Palmer's skill, intelligence, and calm demeanor on the pitch. Former Manchester United player Gary Neville also admitted that he was surprised by Palmer's development. He even said that Palmer is almost on par with the best players in the Premier League at the moment. It is hard to believe that he did not play in the European Championship last summer. Although Palmer has signed a contract extension that ties him to Chelsea until 2033, transfer rumours continue to circulate. Will Chelsea keep the talented player, or will he become a target for Real Madrid next summer? What do you think about the potential transfer of Cole Palmer? Does he deserve to be a star at Real Madrid? Don't forget to leave a comment below. Next, we will discuss the drama that occurred at Stamford Bridge between Chelsea and Nottingham Forest. Let's review how Enzo Maresca praised his team's spirit after a heated incident on the field. In the match that ended in a 1-1 draw, there were many interesting moments that occurred. First, James Ward-Prowse received a second yellow card for stopping Nicholas Jackson. This caused tension on the field. Shortly after that, Neco Williams committed a foul on Marc Cucurella, which caused Cucurella to fall towards Enzo Maresca in the technical area. This incident caused almost 15 players to be involved in the brawl, pushing each other and exchanging words. Chelsea, who received more than 6 yellow cards during the match, are now facing the possibility of sanctions for failing to control their players' emotions. Enzo Maresca, in a press conference after the match, said, "I like the way this team fought. This shows that despite the tension, Maresca appreciates the fighting spirit of his players." Amid all the drama, Noni Madueke managed to score an equaliser for Chelsea, even though Nottingham Forest had to play with 10 men. This shows that Chelsea have the quality to bounce back even in difficult conditions. With the spirit shown, Chelsea must now focus on improving their performance in the next matches. Do you agree with Maresca's assessment? Share your thoughts in the comments column. Next, we will discuss Jadon Sancho, Chelsea's new star, who recently joined from Manchester United. Despite his immense talent, Sancho is currently facing criticism that he is too easy to play against. Let's dig deeper into the situation. Former Chelsea striker Tony Cascarino recently gave a scathing assessment of Sancho's performance in the match against Nottingham Forest. Although he did not make any major mistakes, Cascarino felt that Sancho was too conservative in his game and made it easy for Forest right-back Ola Aina to deal with him. What did Cascarino say? Sancho never gets involved in physical battles and rarely tries to dribble past opponents. He needs to develop his strength and pace to pose a greater threat to defenders. Cascarino also noted a significant difference between Sancho and teammate Noni Madueke, who is more aggressive and direct in his game. Madueke constantly presses defenders, while Sancho plays more safely. This is an important highlight, because at a big club like Chelsea, the performance of wingers is judged on how often they can beat opponents. With fierce competition at Chelsea, including the likes of Christopher Nkunku and Mykhailo Mudryk, Sancho will need to quickly rediscover his best form. Enzo Maresca may be given less playing time if Sancho does not improve his performances. Sancho has a contract that includes an option to buy permanently after the loan spell. However, the success of his career at Chelsea depends heavily on his consistency on the pitch. If not, his future at the club could be in jeopardy. Jadon Sancho has the potential to be a huge success at Chelsea, but the challenges he faces right now cannot be underestimated. With expectations high from the club and fans, it is time for Sancho to prove that he can be more than just an okay player. Let's see how he develops next. Next, we will discuss the journey of Chelsea's young midfielder, Cesare Casadei, and how the change of coach has had a big impact on his career. Let's get started. Cesare Casadei recently revealed that he had a difficult time under his previous manager, Mauricio Pochettino. After his loan at Leicester was cut short in January, Casadei only got 71 minutes of playing time in 11 matches under Pochettino. Casadei felt frustrated because he only appeared as a substitute. He admitted, "The time under Pochettino was not easy. I didn't get enough playing time and that made me unhappy. Every player certainly wants to get more opportunities, and the lack of playing time made him feel disappointed." However, everything changed when Enzo Maresca was appointed as Chelsea's new coach. Maresca's presence brought new energy and a different tactical vision, which greatly helped revive Casadei's career. Maresca previously worked with Casadei at Leicester, and is known to have a good ability to develop young players. Casadei is happy with Maresca's arrival. He said, "Maresca gave clear direction from day one. With a strong background in youth development, Maresca has managed to get the best out of many players, including Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, Cole Palmer, and Romeo Lavia. Being a compatriot with Maresca also has its own advantages for Casadei. Communication has become smoother, and he has found it easier to understand the tactical instructions of the 44-year-old coach. This has had a huge impact on Casadei's development on the pitch. Despite receiving offers to go out on loan in the summer transfer window, Casadei decided to stay at Chelsea after speaking with Maresca. He explained, "After discussing it with the coach, I felt confident in my decision. I am very proud to play for Chelsea." The decision proved to be the right one, as Casadei has begun to make significant contributions in several matches, including in the Carabao Cup against Barrow and in the Conference League against Gent. With Maresca's full support, Casadei feels ready to face the challenges ahead. He hopes to secure a regular place in the Chelsea first team and continue to develop as a player. Next, we will discuss the incident involving Chelsea striker Nicholas Jackson in the match against Nottingham Forest, which ended in a 1-1 draw. At the end of the match, there was a commotion between the two teams. Nicholas Jackson, who had been substituted, was seen involved in an action that attracted the attention of many people. In the footage, he appeared to direct his hand to the face of Nottingham defender Morato. However, after being reviewed by VAR, the action was not considered a serious violation. Therefore, Jackson will not receive a retrospective punishment. Although there was no individual punishment, both Chelsea and Nottingham Forest are facing charges from the FA. Both are accused of failing to ensure that players do not behave inappropriately or provocatively. They have until Thursday to respond to the charges, either accepting or appealing. If found guilty, they will likely be fined. The incident in the match against Nottingham Forest adds to the controversial record in Chelsea's journey this season. With Jackson's good performance, all eyes will be on him in the upcoming matches.